Hello, and welcome to Things Needing Explanation by Julia Fisher. I'm your host, Alaylia Norton, and I cannot wait to take you down a winding path of love, mystery, and murder. Firstly, a description and content warning from the playwright. Jacklean is driving her whip-smart teenage granddaughter, Georgia, to her house for the weekend when they decide to play Things Needing Explanation, a game from Georgia's childhood where the two try to outsmart each other with made-up crime scenes. But when an invented crime begins to have eerie parallels to the real world, Georgia and Jacklean must unite their love of murder mysteries and each other to solve the case and save their family. If you are listening to this production in a car, please note that our story also takes place in a car and includes sounds of honking, traffic, and tires screeching. Our story also includes some language and themes that may not be appropriate for children. Our special guests in this drama are as follows: Alaylia Norton, myself, as Jacklean, Erin Hester as Georgia, Skylar as Hattie and Neely, and Erin Monson as TV reporter, radio host, and cashier. Please enjoy this dramatic reading of Things Needing Explanation.
Okay.
And finally, there's a backup on I-90 stretching the Dead Man's Curve. Today's traffic report has been brought to you by Chicken and Waffles, Cleveland's hottest new addition to the Flats, a restaurant featuring over 40 variations on, you guessed it, chicken and waffles.
Oh, Grandma Jay, we should try that.
The time is now 6 o'clock p.m. You're listening to your number one destination for songs and stories from your past, FM 92.1 WJCB Cleveland. In just a moment, we will return with a 1948 real-life mystery, A Little Too Late, featuring John Ellert of the Evansville, Indiana Press.
Yes, made it in time for Old People Radio Hour.
Watch who you're calling old.
I say it with the deepest admiration and respect. I love old people. Old people are so much better than teenagers.
Are we?
You are. Hey!
I want to talk to you.
But Old People Mystery Radio Hour is our tradition. How dare you interfere with our tradition?
We can turn it back on soon. I have an idea.
Is it better than old-timey murder?
Maybe. I think it might be time to resurrect Things Needing Explanation.
Oh my god, I forgot about that
Georgia!
game. Sorry. Gosh. Man, it's been years since we played that. How did it even start? It was something with Agatha Christie, right?
Yes. I'd just given you my copy of Murder on the
Orient Express. Yeah, I remember. And in the middle of the book, Inspector Poirot was stumped. So he made this list and titled it Things Needing Explanation and wrote down everything he didn't understand about the case.
And you wanted to be just like him.
The queer female version, anyway.
So you asked us to create a fake crime scene for you to solve.
And I'd write Things Needing Explanation on the top of a sheet of paper and write down all of my notes.
I still have some of those sheets in my memory box.
There must be like hundreds. I think I made you play with me every single time I came over. Why'd you let me bully you into that? Mom and Dad and Hattie gave up on me after like one game.
Oh, I loved doing those with you. Plus, I felt responsible for getting you into mysteries in the first place.
Did my parents ever get mad that you introduced me to murder mysteries when I was so young?
It was pretty clear early on that you were going to do and read whatever you wanted to, no matter what they said.
Fair enough. I think my favorite was still when you pretended to steal my necklace.
Yeah. I took that plot from Nancy Drew.
You copied from books?
I had to. I read just about every mystery on the shelves of the library trying to keep up with you.
What about the one with the syringe and the air bubble?
That one was Blanche White.
I loved Blanche White. No wonder so many of those books felt oddly familiar.
You were hard to stump. You were quite the clever little girl.
And now
Stop fishing.
Why'd you bring that up?
I was thinking we could play it again. If you're going to be applying to criminology programs soon, you'll have to sharpen your detective skills.
Are you saying they're not already?
They can always be sharper.
But we're driving.
I'll make it up out loud.
Okay, if you really want to.
So, you're the detective. You are notified that an ambulance responded to a 911 call and a young boy was DOA, which means...
Dead on arrival. I taught you that.
I was going to say, which means you need to investigate the scene before the body can be taken away. When you ring the doorbell, a man opens the door. He's sobbing. The body of a young boy, his nephew, is lying on the floor. He tells you through tears that his nephew is allergic to shellfish and that he hadn't realized that the Caesar salad dressing contains anchovies.
Which are technically shellfish, but most people with shellfish allergies are allergic to anchovies too. Checks out. How old is this kid?
6.
My first question is, how did he get a 6-year-old to eat a salad?
He tells you that he wouldn't let the kid eat ice cream until he ate his whole dinner.
Okay. Is the medical examiner here?
She comes in right behind you. After examining the body, she says that the boy experienced laryngospasm. The
Throat closed up from the allergic reaction, right. So he would have died really quickly. EpiPen?
The uncle used it, but it didn't save him.
Huh.
Does that happen often?
Yeah, sometimes. Could be incorrect dosage, incorrect usage, expired. Is anyone else at the house?
Nope, just uncle and nephew.
This is the uncle's house.
Yes.
Why was the kid there?
Uncle was babysitting. The kid's mom and dad were going to see a show.
What show?
Mousetrap. Why?
Just seeing how fast you can make shit up.
Georgia!
Stuff makes stuff up.
Sorry, I'm going! So, what's your verdict?
Well, it seems like a straightforward case, but since we're playing things needing explanation, it's obviously not. Unless you're trying to trick me. Are you trying to trick me? I don't think you're trying to trick me. I order an autopsy with special attention paid to the contents of the stomach.
Autopsy comes back. Cause of death was indeed a laryngospasm, brought on by an allergic reaction consistent with the child's recorded reactions to shellfish.
Any other allergies?
Not documented. He went through pretty rigorous testing when they discovered the shellfish allergy.
Okay. Stomach contents?
Unidentifiable.
Even under a microscope?
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting. How much of the salad did the kid eat before he had a reaction?
At least a few bites.
Or so the uncle says. Plants and vegetables don't break down as easily in the stomach, so remnants of lettuce should have still been identifiable under a microscope. Or even visually, since he died right after eating, and little kids don't usually chew that well. So no trace of lettuce.
No trace of lettuce. Is that only true for plants and vegetables? That they'd be identifiable in an autopsy?
Yeah, anything with a cell wall. Don't you remember helping me study for that biology test?
Someone has a good memory.
For biology, at least. Okay, so now I'm super suspicious of this uncle. How long was the kid with him?
An hour or two.
Where was he before?
The boy's home.
Call from Neely, aka my favorite daughter. Pink heart emoji, pink heart emoji, pink heart emoji.
I can't believe you never changed that back. Or that you let my mother alone with your phone in the first place.
Hey, hon.
Hey, Ma.
Hi, Mom.
How was day 1 of the conference?
Still going. We just took a 5 and I wanted to check in. Is Georgia with you?
Yep. Just picked her up a few minutes ago. She's got her headphones in.
No, I don't.
Can she hear us?
I don't think so. Her music is up pretty loud.
Good. How's she seem?
She seems fine. A little quiet, maybe. Why?
Oh, she and Hattie got into a fight. They were supposed to have a movie night tonight, just the two of them, while Lewis and I are out of town. Georgia was really excited about it, I think, but Hattie got invited to some party and decided to go to that instead.
Oh.
And poor Georgia wasn't invited to the party, which I think made it worse. They don't even have the same friends anymore. It breaks my heart.
They're twins, hun, not clones.
I know, but I can't stand when they aren't speaking to each other.
I'm sure it'll pass soon.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks again for taking her for the weekend last minute like this. I'm sure it'll cheer her up. She loves hanging out with you.
The feeling is mutual.
Well, give Georgia our love, and we'll see you both when we get back Sunday night, though you might hear from Lewis before then. Man's already watched 8 hours of Fixer Upper. I warned him that I wouldn't have time to hang out with him with all that hobnobbing with the future neurologist of America, but he still insisted he wanted to come.
He's very welcome to call whenever he gets bored.
Thanks. Just be prepared to talk about crown molding when he does.
If he wants to come install some for me, he can talk all he wants.
See you soon, Mom.
Enjoy the schmoozing.
I'll try.
Poor Georgia, my ass.
Georgia!
Sorry, but I don't need pity from my own mom. I'm fine. It's not a big deal.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, we fight all the time. It's nothing. Why'd you tell my mom I had headphones in?
Oh, I knew she'd want to grill you about what you learned in school today and all that. I figured I'd spare you.
Very considerate, Grams.
Back to the case, Madam Detective.
Right. What was the verdict on time of death?
Within the hour that you showed up, more or less.
Interesting.
Do they usually get more specific than that?
I don't think so. All the indicators are so variable, I don't think they could tell by the minute.
Who's that?
How should I know? I'm being a good, attentive granddaughter and not looking at my phone. Sorry, I'll turn the sound off. Wait, where did I put my phone?
Oh, here it is. I'll grab it. It's a red light. Ooh, who's Kate?
No one.
These messages don't look like they're from no one. Is she a new girlfriend?
They are my friend. Remember I told you about them from mock trial?
Oh, right. I remember you thought they were very cute.
Why do I ever tell you anything?
Do we need to respond to Kate?
Green light, Graham.
Sorry.
Okay, so you said the kid was at his house earlier, right?
Right. The uncle picked him up there and then drove the boy back to his place.
I want to go to the kid's house. Look around.
Okay. It's a small house, so it doesn't take you long to look around. The kitchen is spotless. Fridge is full of food. The kid's mom is a caterer and has been preparing trays for an event the next day. The kid's room has toys everywhere. Dolls, train tracks, stuffed animals, a little bookshelf full of books. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary or out of place.
Do any of the catering orders have fish in them?
There are a few trays of fish sticks.
Well, there we go. Wow, that's some great parenting right there.
She was a caterer. It was her job.
Her job was to keep her kid alive. Was the fish breaded?
Yes. Why?
If the kid thought they were, I don't know, chicken nuggets or something, he might have eaten one when no one was paying attention and died here in his home. Or, if this was a murder, someone could have told him it was a chicken nugget.
How'd you guess that there'd be fish in the fridge?
We know it was a food allergy because of the laryngospasm, but it doesn't seem to be the salad, so I'm looking for any other source of shellfish.
And what if it hadn't been a salad? What if the uncle would have said it was something else, something not a vegetable? Would he still have suspected this?
I don't know, that's not the game, Gramps.
Sorry, you're right. Keep going. I'm going the speed limit. Give an old woman a break.
Did you just flip that person off?
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did. You flipped them off.
Georgia!
This is the greatest day of my life. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
How many fish sticks are there?
What?
Fish sticks in the fridge.
Oh, I don't know, a lot?
Are these homemade or frozen from a box?
Homemade. She's a caterer, remember?
Why is a caterer making breaded fish sticks?
It's a kid's birthday party.
But,
A rich kid's birthday party.
okay, that makes sense. Can we look at her catering receipt?
Sure.
Under fish sticks, does it have a specific number?
It says 100.
How many fish sticks are in the fridge?
99.
Aha, so the kid did eat one.
Or the mom dropped one, or didn't make the right number.
Yeah, right. She's a caterer. They're like all about precision.
I hadn't thought about counting how many there were. That's clever. That's good.
Now we just need to know, did the kid sneak one on his own, or was this a murder? I want to question that uncle. Did he have any motive for getting rid of the kid?
Not that you can find. You question him for hours and find nothing, besides that he really, really loved his nephew. He's racked with guilt.
What about the parents?
No motive for them either.
Any other family members?
Not that live in the area.
If they really have no motive, and I'm convinced of that. Am I convinced of that?
Yes.
Okay. Then the kid must have snuck one on accident and died. With a laryngospasm, it'd be pretty immediate. How far away is the uncle's house?
20, 30 minutes?
I can't imagine a kid just like holding on to a singular fish stick for that long. So it had to have happened at the kid's house. But why not call the police from there? Why take him back to the uncle's house?
That's a good question.
Oh, shit.
Georgia!
Shit, the mom! The kid must have died at his house while the uncle was like in the bathroom or something. And then he used the EpiPen, but it was too late. And the uncle realized that if he called the police right away, the mom would find out that he died because she had fish in the fridge. She would blame herself. He did it to save the kid's mom, so she'd be able to blame him for her son's death instead of herself. I'm right, right? I'm totally right.
That was significantly faster than I expected.
Thank you.
So, what'd you think?
That was pretty tricky, Grams. I'm impressed. It's a stupid crime, though. He should have just kept the kid where he was and called an ambulance.
Even if it was clearly too late?
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they'd be facing criminal prosecution since it wasn't on purpose. Minor charges of negligence, maybe. And saving the mom's feelings is a stupid reason to go through all that. It was her fault anyways.
Was it just the lettuce? You wouldn't have figured it out if it hadn't been lettuce? If the uncle had served the kids something that wasn't a plant, you wouldn't have suspected anything?
I don't know. Maybe. Why?
Was there anything else suspicious?
You mean besides the murderous radishes?
This isn't funny, Georgia.
What? What's your problem?
I need you
Look
to
out!
Hey, watch where you're going!
What is the matter? You almost got us killed.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you let me drive?
No.
Why not? I've got my license with me, and you're clearly not having the best drive.
No!
Okay. I was just trying to help.
I just need a minute.
On the side of the road? What's the matter, Grandma?
Call from Hattie.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, Grams. Did you pick up Georgia yet?
Yes, she's here with me. Why?
Did she get the present I left her?
Present? I got a present?
I'm not sure, honey. She has her headphones in right now. What was it?
Well, I was helping run the National Honor Society book sale at lunch today, and I found this huge collection of female detective fiction. Georgia's been kind of mad at me, so I bought it for her and left it on her bed as a peace offering. I texted her to say I left her a surprise at home, but she hasn't responded and I'm scared she's still mad at me.
Oh, Hattie, what a sweet gift. I know she'll love it.
So, she hasn't said anything about it? I left it on her bed when I ran home to grab my volleyball bag. I figured she might want to read it while she's with you this weekend.
I'm not sure if she saw it, but I'll certainly let her know, and maybe we'll swing by the house later to pick it up.
Thank you.
And what are you up to this weekend?
Well, Alan's having a birthday party tonight and he invited me. You know how long I've had a crush on him, Grams, and he invited me specifically. I still have to figure out what to get him as a present, but today in foods, we made chocolate chip cookies and I used this weird bougie recipe with almond flour and peanut flour and coconut flour because Alan's gluten-free. So I'm hoping to bring those to the party. I really hope he likes them.
Were those the cookies on the counter? I'm so sorry, hun, but I ate one when I picked up Georgia. They just looked so yummy.
Shit, I left them at home? I thought I put them back in my car. Georgia didn't eat any, right?
Of course not.
Oh, good. Okay, I can't believe I did that. I was just in such a rush to get back for volleyball.
It's all right, sweetie. Georgia's fine.
Did they at least taste okay?
They were delicious.
Good. Gotta go. Coach is calling us back.
Love you, honey.
Love you.
Grandma, what's going on?
Your sister got you a present. Isn't that nice?
That's not what I mean. Why didn't you just ask me if I'd seen the book? Why do you keep telling people I have my headphones in?
I didn't want
And
to
why
put
the
you on
hell
the
did you eat one
spot.
of Hattie's cookies? You know better than to touch anything she makes. I'm sure they were in neat little rows all wrapped in pink saran wrap or something.
I just...
She would have definitely known if there was one missing. She would have known if there was one missing. Why did you tell me that story about the little boy? Don't play with me, Grandma. What was the point of that story? And why can't I remember any of this? You eating a cookie or picking me up. I barely remember getting home from school. Shit, it's getting really hot in here. I gotta roll the window down. Why can't I move? Why can't I move?
I'm so sorry, Georgia.
For what? Oh shit. Am I? No. It can't be possible. Am I dead?
Yes.
Holy shit. I need a second. Fuck, I still can't roll down the window. How did I not realize that I can't move?
I'll do it.
Okay, I'm dead. A lifetime of carrying my fucking EpiPen everywhere and it doesn't even save me? I didn't use it, right?
Yes, I don't know why it wasn't enough.
Where was my phone?
On the charger upstairs.
Fuck.
Georgia.
I'm dead. I get to swear now.
That's not. I didn't. Shh, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm dead. This is the definition of not okay. What is even happening? Am I a ghost, a spirit?
I don't know.
What am I?
I don't know. I just started hearing your voice and I assumed I was cracking up.
I can't believe I'm dead. I can't believe Hattie killed me.
She didn't mean it.
If she wasn't so enamored with her stupid
It was a
gluten-free
mistake.
boyfriend, why are you taking the fall for her? Are you really okay with my whole family hating you for the rest of your life?
The rest of my life isn't as long as
Oh,
Hattie's.
stop it. You're what, 65? You have decades left. You want to spend your golden years with everyone you love blaming you for killing me?
I'll know the truth, Hattie.
Stop it. What? You're 65? You have decades left. You want to spend your golden years with everyone you love blaming you for killing me?
I'll know the truth.
This is some self-sacrificial bullshit. You don't have to martyr yourself for Hattie.
It was my fault just as much as hers.
What? How?
I was late to pick you up.
So?
If I wasn't late, if I hadn't had to finish the last chapter of my stupid book, maybe I would have gotten here on time. Maybe I could have saved you.
That's still not the same as leaving out cookies with fucking peanut flour.
Your parents got rid of the house phone. If that were still there, maybe you would have been able to dial 911.
What are you saying?
None of us are innocent, Georgia. And unless I take all the blame, each one of us is going to twist ourselves into impossible knots of guilt and shame for the rest of our lives. It'll ruin us.
Okay. But why did I even eat Hattie's cookies anyway? It's not like I normally eat random baked goods without knowing exactly what's inside.
Have you not figured that out yet? It was her text. She told you she had a peace offering.
She meant the book. But I thought she meant the cookies.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, she really would never forgive herself. So what do we do now?
You want to help?
I guess. What else have I been training my whole life for? Oh, Grandma, I'm never going to become a detective.
Georgia.
No, it's okay. This is my chance. If my last mission on Earth is to save Hattie from a lifetime of guilt, then let's do this.
You don't have to.
We have to move. The longer we sit on the side of the road, the more suspicious we become. If this is going to work, we can't waste any more time. Get back on the road. Okay. Catch me up to speed. What did you do at my house?
When you weren't answering your phone, I pulled into the garage and came in through the side door. I found you. We'll skip over that part. I ate the rest of your cookie that you didn't finish and carefully rewrapped the plate, which, you were right, was beautifully arranged.
Of course.
And then I carried your stuff and you out to the car and propped you up so it looked like you were asleep.
Okay, good. Were any of the neighbors out when you got to my house?
No. And I closed the garage door before I brought you out.
Good. So what's the plan now?
We need to make it look like you ate something at my house with peanuts.
Do you have anything at the house with peanuts?
Of course not. For this exact reason.
Right. Well, I guess we'll have to stop and grab something. Something that doesn't seem like it would have peanuts in it.
I'll drop you off first and then run to the store. Oh, Lord Almighty. The gas tank is almost empty.
It's okay. There's a gas station right there. We can just stop together.
I meant to fill up the tank on my way over, but I was already late.
It's okay.
And if I hadn't been late...
It's not your fault, Grandma. Are you really doing this for Hattie? Or are you doing this because you blame yourself?
I don't know. All right, don't go anywhere.
Couldn't if I tried.
Oh, I didn't...
Too soon. Go, Grandma.
Tonight's weather forecast.
Jeez Louise, stupid things.
Partly cloudy skies becoming cloudy later with a chance of thunderstorms at 90%. Low 56 degrees. Winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Thunderstorms. Great.
Next up, is your lawn fertilizer secretly killing you? Stay tuned. Good evening.
Hello.
Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Thank you. Soft, not plant-based, not obviously containing peanuts. Perfect. Okay, is that all I need? I think so. Pull yourself together, woman. You're not done yet. All right, let's just get this over with.
Is that all for you, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
477. I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you that you're not supposed to leave your car unattended while it's filling up.
Oh,
I wouldn't normally say anything, but our manager has been all up on us to watch out for. Apparently the auto shutoff didn't work for someone like a month ago, and gallons of gas got spilled on the ground while they were in the bathroom. Crazy how fast things can happen, huh?
yeah, right. And thanks for the warning, but actually my granddaughter is in the car. She's keeping an eye on it.
Oh, good.
Although it looks like from here like she fell asleep. Poor girl's had a rough day. High school, am I right?
You're telling me. Only a few months left.
Congratulations.
Receipt.
Please.
Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Everything go okay?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Oh, pudding mix. I'm gonna be killed by my own comfort food.
I grabbed a few chocolate and 1 chocolate peanut butter. They were right next to each other, so I can say that this box was misshelved, and if anyone tracks the purchase and wonders why I had to buy pudding on the way home, I can say it was to cheer you up.
From my fight with Hattie, smart. But why wouldn't you look at the ingredients list? You always look at the ingredients list before you give me anything.
Maybe because I'm old and senile. I forgot.
No one's going to believe that.
The police certainly will.
Not after you just had that conversation with Hattie and Mom and Dad.
Honey, your mother grew up watching both my parents slowly forget who she was. She's been watching for signs of dementia in me since she was 12. She'll believe it.
But Hattie? And my dad?
I'll just have to convince them. Your
My
phone!
It'll be super suspicious if I hadn't responded to anything recently. Plus, if I send messages closer to the time of you calling 911, it'll seem more believable. Who's messaged me in the last hour?
I'm so sorry. I need your fingerprint to unlock.
This is very weird,
Hush.
Grandma. So, who's messaged me?
You kids with your apps. How many different ways do you need to send a message to each other?
They all have different functions.
Uh-huh. Okay. You have the message from Hattie about the peace offering, and then a few messages from Kate.
Respond to Hattie. I didn't see it when I was home, but Grandma J told me what you got me. That's the coolest, and you're the coolest. Can't wait to read it. Love you. No comment there. Come on, you know my text style. You gotta match it.
Sorry for being proper.
Grammar and language is made up, and people who are all anal about it are usually just enforcing some kind of colonial patriarchal nonsense.
They really are teaching you stuff in high school, huh?
What did Kate say?
They said, hey, the gang is talking about seeing a movie tomorrow. Want to come? And then, never mind, they all just backed out. And then, actually, I really just wanted to ask you anyway. Want to see a movie with me? And then a while later, OMG, did I ruin things? I'm so sorry. If you don't want to go, please just pretend like this never happened. Are you okay?
Yeah. Tell them I'd love to, period, and then a smiley face. Just a colon in parentheses, not an emoji. Not a winky face, Grandma!
Sorry. That's it.
Okay, let's get out of this gas station. We have been here way too long already.
Don't worry, I checked the camera placement and we're barely visible here.
You're a little too good at this, Grandma.
Now, we just have to make it home.
Then what?
I'll make the pudding on the stove and serve it to you so you wouldn't have had a chance to read the label.
What about my EpiPen?
I brought it with us. I'll drop it on the ground next to you like you used it. Then I'll call 911.
Okay, good. Are we missing anything?
I don't think so. Can you think of anything else?
No.
If we do this right, no one will suspect a thing.
And they can all blame you.
And they can all blame me.
I'm so sorry, Grandma.
I can handle it.
And you're really sure about all this?
I'm sure. I'm really gonna miss you, Georgia.
I know. Hey, let's listen to the end of Old People Radio time.
Anything for you.
Our weary porter turned detective knew there was only one thing left to do. If he could just hold strong and keep his wits about him, he might just be able to do it. He might just be able to save everyone.
Thank you for listening to Things Needing Explanation. Once again, I'm Alaylia Norton, and I hope you enjoyed.